I've got no hand touching
That'd be me, apparently.
All right, PDC on me.
got a broken finger.
PDC on me.
Okay.
PDC on 3. 1, 2, 3.
PDC!
And he continues to do that. Welcome, welcome, welcome to episode number
9.
9. I put up
You missed a finger there.
Hold on. No.
It's
Number 9.
Season 2.
Of Retireholics. This is our first one that we are live streaming on the internet, so we'll see how that goes. What is this show? What are we doing? What are the Retireholics? It is my friends here and myself, Justin McNeil, Mark Palmenier, Chad Johansson, JD Carlson, attempting to change the retirement plan industry one beer at a time.
Times 4.
We start with beer 30.
Beer 30.
Mr. Johansson, what do we got going on here?
We've got a change up.
Well, you can ask him the question.
I'm pulling the string, Justin.
Well, I'll start.
This is
I was
your
here
deal,
at the
man.
office.
I'll give
A
you
box came, and I opened it to these beautiful little puppies right here. I don't know who is behind it or the motivation, but
Danny getting close.
it comes from the company, The Standard, and I think Justin has a little more intel than we had on it. So, Justin,
Yep.
how do we get these bad boys?
Our good buddies over at the Standard have been, rightfully so, promoting Retireholics actually throughout their whole office, I learned, which was really cool. I was up there in February and got to see it firsthand. But one of their guy,
Dark stuff.
Yeah,
this
it
thing
is.
is filthy. Can I get a new one?
Wow.
One of their internal
Oh, you
people
grabbed the one
actually
with the skunk in the bottom, yeah.
brew their own beers, and so they got together with their marketing team. They wanted to obviously have it on the show. They created these cool logo or labels for us as well, so we're pretty stoked on it. Looking forward to tasting it.
Did they realize
I'm a
that
little
I
nervous
like
to taste it.
lighter types of beer? I think I've made that clear in past episodes.
It is an Imperial Stout. Let's read this out
18.
since it is beer of the episode.
I mean,
1 year aged,
Maybe the,
6 months
mood.
of that 1 year in a bourbon barrel. Maris Otter
thickness.
Golden Promise Crystal Roasted Bee Chocolate Wheat Oats and Molasses. Ugh, 11% alcohol by volume.
I want to
11%.
ask one question to you guys, The Standard. I love you. Thank you for this. But what is roasted bee? I'm not really
are there
excited
bees killed in
about.
the making of this beer?
No, it's just a letter B.
While you guys are enjoying this, I want to put out a little challenge to our audience out there. And I'm going to put it to our LinkedIn. Did you know that we have a LinkedIn company account? I mean, you can get us on all social media, but we have a LinkedIn company account. And I know for a fact that these 3 dudes are not even following us on our LinkedIn Retireholics
I liked
account.
your posts.
I went and checked
and
this
you
morning.
called me a stalker.
I'm just saying, that's not it. That's Retireholics on LinkedIn. So here's my challenge to the audience. Go to the Retireholics company page on LinkedIn. If you don't have that, you can go to the Facebook one and comment on what beer you think we should have on a future episode. Okay?
And tell us why. Not just go have Budweiser, but why we should have.
We are going to pick from the first 50 people that comment on either of those sites. We're going to pick a winner, and the Retireholics are going to sponsor them for a Beer of the Month Club, which I believe is at craftbeer.com, and you will receive 48 beers delivered to your home on us from this deal, okay?
And then you can drink one each time we record.
And while you're at it, if you could go to Instagram and I mentioned the Facebook, called it the Facebook. That's
The
like-
Facebook.
Yeah, gotta drop it.
Twitter, we're
Put
out
yourself
there
out
too.
there on this on the
So,
social media, aren't
They
you?
get out there and check it out. All right, Chad, hit us up with our first subject matter that we're going into here.
Advisors get asked the question all the time, what it is that you do. And often it's not in a setting where people actually know what you do. It's not a point of sale. It's at your kid's Little League game. It's sitting in a restaurant. It's somewhere where you're at a golf course and you're talking to someone that has no idea what you actually do. How do you respond? And I'm guilty of this for years. I've said, I'm a retirement plan consultant, or I design corporate retirement
Wow,
plans.
that's engaging.
Yeah, that's the exact point.
Please tell me more.
Most of these folks will say, hey, I'm a financial advisor with Morgan Stanley. Or I'm an independent financial advisor. Okay, what is it that you do, and why do I care to ask you what it is that you do? And so this concept, the genesis of this, came from that. And we're going to show you a nice, neat tool that kind of helps you break down what it is that you do when you're asked that question as if you were in an elevator, the elevator pitch.
So
Don't
But we're not in an
stop
elevator.
saying
Yeah.
that. It's
So
done.
I reached out to my good buddies at Invesco, and if you don't know Invesco, they have for years have a really great educational campaign that they do all across the country.
They actually came here and did a presentation.
They did.
Oh, true
At
that,
PDC?
true
They
that,
did.
true
Yep.
that. And they did one that they call "Tell Me More," which is about a log line, which is about creating a log line, which we'll talk a little about, 15 words or less, that can show what it is, answer that question that you
In a
you talked
creative
about.
way, yeah.
What is a log line? Where does it come from? They went to Hollywood, of all places, to find this. And so in Hollywood, it's classic when you create a movie or a TV show in some very few words to be able to describe what's going to happen
gotta
and
hook
engage
people,
you
right?
and hook
You gotta
you
hook
and
'em.
the hook of it.
Get them quick.
And so, what we'd like to do today, instead of just blow hot air and talk about it, we want to walk them through this process. So grab your notebooks and your pencils or your pens and start working along with us to
No.
build this for
There-
you. Oh,
Grab your iPad or
Sorry.
your phone.
Oh, yeah,
Really,
we're
man?
We're
Your
outdated.
notepad?
And
I
we,
mean,
I'm going to do a mark or jump onto the Invesco site. Did I do it the right direction?
oh, I
No,
hate it
this
when
way.
you guys
Yeah,
do
I
that.
know.
until
that's
you
what
have
I
it
I never
right.
know which way to go.
And jump on and go through this live.
I think
I
you
just
did
do
it
it- do
backwards
like this
last
next
I
time.
did it both ways. I'm covered.
It is built
Here we go.
around 3 steps. And the first step is to answer 4 questions. And then I'm just giving you Invesco's pitch on it, and then we'll walk you through how we kind of tweaked it. The first question in creating a log line is, I help blank line, right? I help whom?
And that can be really anyone you want.
I help plan sponsors. I help local businesses. I help small businesses.
Doesn't have to be one specific group of people. You can have this for different facets of your business.
It's
It can
about
be
what
normal.
true.
That's
You
what's
can have
so unique about
multiples
it.
of
You
these.
can do many. Yeah.
The next one is who want blank, right? So what do these people want? They want easier HR support. They want fee transparency. They want
Depending on
better
your audience, that's going to change.
education, better retirement outcomes, whatever. Okay, I'm using some boring words. We're going to spice it up a bit. And then the next third question of the 4 is to overcome. Let's just think of a movie, right? You're always going to have a
The
script
plot
with some
thickens.
plot. Yeah. To overcome this. So what are the obstacles that are in their path? The complexities of the retirement plan world. Low returns,
Volatility
not
in the
building,
marketplace.
Plenty, and we'll cover some of those. And then finally, the 4th question is with. So how do you uniquely help clients overcome that obstacle? What is it that you do that separates yourself from others? So pretty cool. And one thing I want to say is, I felt like going through this practice of doing this was just a great experience in itself, because it's kind of difficult. believe
It's,
it or not,
it's
to-
eye-opening
At first,
for
it was like,
sure. Yeah.
To
I mean,
do
what are we
it,
doing here? Is this gonna be
And we
this
all
whole
said we
drive?
struggled with it
Yeah,
initially. in
Initially,
doing
but
it.
once you actually created that first 1 or 2,
Then it started to
things
go.
started flowing. That's what I think everyone who's listening and wants to do this should do. Because there's going to be different scenarios at a different type of pitch. Not pitch, but
Yeah.
yeah,
tagline's gonna
and
work.
play with it and have fun with it.
It's funny too that what is the outcome? JD at the beginning of this conversation before starting the show said, "You guys might be too young, but do you remember TV guides?" Because the outcome is it's the bottom lever of a TV or layer of a TV guide that's
yeah.
talking about what the show is about to
In a
go through
sentence or two,
in
yeah.
a sentence or two, which still exists by the way when you click guide on your
I
television.
have an example of one of
But-
those if you want a real log line, which is for a show called How I Paid for College. Here's a log line. A talented but irresponsible teenager schemes to steal his college tuition money when his wealthy father refuses to pay him to study acting at Juilliard. That's a log line from...
That works. I'm hooked. I want to watch it
no,
now.
but anyways,
that
just to give you
show
context.
sounds like.
Here's what I liked.
like
So
that.
I was thinking when I was researching this, well, Invesco created this. What's
What's
Invesco's
Invesco's?
log line? And sure enough, there it was, smack dab right on their website. And Invesco's was helping financial professionals get, keep, and grow business with never seen before ideas. I was like, that's pretty good, man.
The concept here is
That's
to
way
be
longer
able to
than elevator
start
ride.
this exercise, right? Is to
Right.
start the exercise to
Yeah.
consider this and come out with a product at the end, something that you can use. And the evolution that this will lead to. We're drinking stout beer here.
Wow. What did you have for breakfast?
Nothing. The evolution that this
gonna
can
hurt.
lead to is, and it's going to be part of what hashtag not your typical advisor is in the future, is to take what you're going to say and now make it tangible.
Yeah.
So if you can come up with this creative, and even Invesco has a portion that they call adding sauce to it, spicy
Yeah.
sauce to it,
Yep.
where they give you
Secret
these
sauce?
words,
Special sauce?
secret
Special
secret sauce, I think.
It's
Where
really
it's
not
talking about
relevant,
spicing
right?
it up and taking, as JD mentioned, first example, a second. But now you create this, and now that person asks you, and you have something to say, and they say, "Tell me more," because that's what that's what Hollywood said they were trying to do with this, right? Is tell me
That's
more.
The title of it is
We
Tell
hook
Me
you.
More.
We hook you. We hook you. Now
Holy
tell
shit,
me
I just
more.
figured that out.
Oh my, it all connects now,
But
right?
you know, you're right.
But now, what tangible do you do to follow it up? And that'll be future, not your typical advisor.
To wrap this subject, I honestly feel like that if you start this process, what you end up doing for the second level and the third level is you start to put more meat on that bone, and you get more and more comfortable walking into a prospect and being able to deliver what sets you apart from everyone else. And that's
Yeah.
all. That's all this segment hashtag not your typical advisor is about. Is we want to help our advisors, the people that watch the show, build something that's impactful when they walk in, and that they're confident and comfortable to discuss it. So.
And what better group? I mean, we see this from every single avenue. Those that have deliverables, those that don't, those that really leverage partners, those that don't. So we really have a pretty good foundation of what's needed to differentiate.
It is time for the infamous Wheel of Ice.
Sing it.
Oh dear.
Sing it.
He plays
The
it.
Wheel
I'm
of
not gonna sing anymore.
Ice.
I sing.
I can't even get my
It's been put through a filter. already. It is a Wheel of
Are
Ice.
you auto-tuned?
I was.
Yeah!
There goes Lance. I like it.
That's Lance from Installations and
Chad,
Conversions
forward,
over there.
Is Periscope hooking him up with a little...
We have nobody left on Periscope
Wow.
at this point. I don't know.
I don't blame him.
Where's the-
I don't blame him.
we
There's
tried.
no way.
We tried, all right? We
Danny, anyone still
We
on
took a risk.
Periscope?
We got 6.
Yeah!
Is
Love
Jerry
you, six.
Hey, is Jerry from Bloom there?
Yeah, Jerry Hollis is there.
Are there
Jerry from Bloom. That a boy.
questions or anything?
Love
Me,
it.
Are we doing this?
Brandon and Tracy also.
How about
Flip
Tim
it.
Sasoyev? Timmy?
Oh,
He
Timmy.
said he was tailgating
Spin
this
it.
stuff.
Spin it. You're spinning.
Hands.
Wait,
Which,
hold on.
shame on you.
What's
I
different
see
about this
my
one?
name on there.
My name's
I
on.
didn't
I
see
can
anything.
physically see it
You look
right now.
locked in on this one. You
How
look
can you
locked
physically
in.
see it?
Oh,
Wait a second. Make sure.
it's on Chad, but let me.
Let's make sure
There's
it's
something
right.
there.
No! Come on! What is
Let
this?
me guess. Is it Mark?
Is it Mark? Does it happen to be Mark?
No. Are they all like, oh, come on! You guys suck.
You thought you had a way out.
Yes.
You
Fair
thought.
enough, buddy. It's all you.
Cheers, Mark. Enjoy.
Yeah. Look at the difference. Jesus.
butt out of my
Yin and yang.
Yeah,
Holy
right.
cow.
That is the yin and yang.
All right.
All right,
Mark,
Mark. It goes down to a knee. That's how he does it.
Mark.
Mine.
Periscope.
Sorry, I
This
watched
is
kid
for you?
movies a lot.
Last time it was like 12 seconds. I
I'd
think.
like
we
to
got
just.
there?
Yeah, this is a Smirnoff Ice,
By the way,
original.
He is.
Cheers.
We're thinking for the next golf tournament that we sponsor, the contest we have at our hole will be to pound a Smirnoff Ice, and the time you get will be put on a sticker on your
Oh,
shirt,
a
and
competition.
the winner will get a prize.
Ooh, that's a good
We
one.
like
Is
to-
Mark
we like
involved
to
in it? 'Cause he
promote
should win.
Drinking, very good.
Really?
There's still a
Not
little
that
left
much?
in there, buddy. Nice job.
Look at my eyes. They're a little
Good job,
teary.
Marcus
They
Allen. Good
usually
job.
are.
All right.
So I'm so happy.
Our next topic or segment we call the 411.
Okay.
And the 411k, we're going to talk about what everybody and their mother's talking about. I know my mother's talking about it. Is your mother talking about it?
The new
Don't
Baywatch
you talk
movie?
about my
Actually, I don't
mom?
think my mom is.
The new fiduciary rules.
What?
New?
Dun, dun, dun.
They
Did
really
you guys
good.
know that this was happening?
Yeah,
What's
you
a
got it
what's a
prepped.
fiduciary?
What's a fiduciary? The new fiduciary rules. So first,
No, I'm serious.
let's talk about the fact
Mark,
that
you're fired.
we're you should, when next time advisor asks you,
All right,
hey,
I'm
what
going-
about
I
the
gotta
new
go on
fiduciary
LinkedIn
rules?
and
I want
do
you to
my
go,
usual.
what's a fiduciary?
I'm surely not one.
Hey, by the way, we're live on Periscope.
I
My
know,
phone just
okay.
told me.
Okay, good. And so what we try to do here on this show is inform and give our audience some valuable nuggets that
Because
they
we're
can
sure
keep.
that they've been hit with, I don't know, I'm going to guess 600 emails by now about it.
Yeah,
You know,
well,
they-
it's-
And everything is
they know
about
what it
content
is,
and
yeah.
not loose
Topic du
interpretation,
jour.
which is what
Right.
we're gonna do. Loose interpretation.
super loose. Just
Every
our
industry
thoughts
email
and
that comes
opinions.
through on a day-to-day basis is included.
Every
There's
every
something
meeting
there.
I sit in is about what is going to be the impact of the fiduciary definition.
Well, and it's
Of
in
the
general
effort.
media too, right? So it's in USA Today and Wall Street Journal. So surely plan sponsors and people out there are cognizant of it. And so we just want to make sure that our advisors have some information, some insight, some things that we can kind of provide them. What would we like to start with?
I think biggest, obviously, is the potential impact to rollovers and the IRA implications.
The IRA,
but
right? Yep. Everyone's getting in a hussy over that.
They are, and I think rightfully so. There's some significant fear there in terms of guidance and what information is shared to create, and what does it all generate around? Suitability.
Right.
Isn't that what everything is generating around? Is
Well-
this decision to move money or not move money, for that matter, in terms of the IRA side of things, is it the right decision for that participant?
And I probably skipped past this, but it's also called the fiduciary rule for a reason. It's basically saying that if you come within any close proximity of a retirement plan, you're a fiduciary.
Or a retirement investor, for that
Well,
matter.
and then we'll
'cause
get
they're
to the
going into
IRA.
the IRA side.
But so that's what's happening is if you deal with this stuff, if you help plan sponsors, if you doubt, you're a fiduciary.
if you
now.
breathe on it, I mean, we were
Right.
chatting this morning about on our drive in. They're even going to the extent of saying if you're delivering
Education.
distribution education, what are your options? Leave the money in the plan, roll it to an IRA, take a distribution, pay taxes and penalties because you're under 59 and a half. That's going to position yourself as a fiduciary. That's a fiduciary act. Now, that's a big change to where we're at now.
But over to the IRA, I'm ashamed to say that we've never been that. We haven't had a lot of advisors, I don't think, that have really built their business around these IRA rollovers. They've kind of focused on the 401k. But out in the world, there are some big business models built in, as they should be, on dealing with the money that tries to leak out of these 401ks. And how's that dealt with? IRA rollovers. And so the kind of breaking point here is you're in a 401k plan and you're paying a certain fee for that as a participant, right? And maybe that advisor's making a 25 trail or a 50 trail or a 10 basis point trail, depending upon the size of the plan and the services provided. But now you're talking to them about rolling out and you're going to make 1% or 75 basis points or something more than you were making before. Is that a prudent decision for that participant? Is it suitable, as you put it? And are you disclosing? Are you transparent with those fees? That's where this rub
What
is happening with
process
the
are you
IRAs,
going
right?
through?
And that's a scary thing for people that have built their business model on that. And you're going to tell me now too, it's not even just the guy that's the advisor to the plan.
You know me too well. It's not just the guy that's the advisor to plan. It's that private wealth individual that's working with employees of Google and any other large corporation that's helping with IRA rollovers. But I was going to take it a step further and say there are many BDs out there even that have created a rollover distribution type
You put an
process.
LPL on blast right
I
now?
am
Is
putting
that what you're
LPL on
doing?
blast. I wasn't going to call them out. Jeez.
They
But
sue
when
you,
when folks
sorry.
when folks leave a plan, they get automatically notified, and most advisors will set the threshold, but they get notified and say, hey, you're getting ready to leave your plan. Here's your 3 options. If you want it to move the dollars to an IRA, then you can move it to this IRA, and in doing so, we're going to have a management fee. We're going to put you in a portfolio, and we're going to manage those dollars. The advisor on the 401k is going to be compensated on those rollover assets. And by doing so, often it's not level in terms of what they're being compensated. I'm curious from a large scale of how that's going to be handled. I mean, only time will tell, but I think that's an interesting question to ask.
For advisors, I think when you've got things like this in the news, this is a good thing because these are things to talk about with prospects and whatnot. So,
Don't check your phone.
We're wrapping
Well,
it.
it could be someone that's calling
oh,
right
he
now.
got an email on his phone or something. All right. Thank you for tuning into episode number 9.
Yeah.
of Retireholics.
Thank you.
Woo! I'm a social media obsessed dude, so don't forget, go check out the Instagram, the Facebook,
Do that.
the LinkedIn. Retireholics.
401k.com.
I'm writing a
There's
blog.
some significant content there.
401k.com, FOUR01K.
01.
Okay.
There's a K.
dot
K.
com. No, that's not part
There's
of it.
some really good content.
So
there.
check
But
that
it really
out.
is.
We'll
There's a
talk
good
about
picture
some
of
of the
him in
blog
the
posts
waves.
on future episodes.
Luscious
And
locks.
it's a wrap. We are the Retireholics,
Thank you.
changing the retirement plan industry one beer at a time.
Don't forget that one.
Peace. That one's going?
Yeah, let's go too.
Oh,
Gets the
wow.
bald spot nicely.
Good. Oh, that's your bald spot camera?
Brandon, I felt like you were getting rather frustrated back there.
What?
Thank you. You're welcome. Thank Guatemala.
Do you think bagels and donuts are cousins?
No. They're absolutely different people. They couldn't be related in any way. A bagel is like a canvas for art. A bagel you can make your own. A donut is like corporate America. They're gonna tell you what you're gonna get. Oh, I want a glazed donut. Oh yeah, you do? Well, here you go. Oh, you want a bagel? Do you want it toasted? Maybe.
Do
Not
you
toasted?
do you prefer snapback or flex fit hats?
I'm not sure what you're asking me right now. I'm focused on bagels.